Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the final episode of When It Rays, It Pours. I'm Keith Ray.
I'm John Ray.
And, yeah, we made it. We made it all the way to the end there, buddy. Mm-hmm. Ooh, popping the bubbly, are we? Are you, I guess it is something to celebrate in a way, or mourn. Perhaps. Oh, okay. We're doing it all again from the top. Damn it, John. You can't repop the champagne, but I forgot to hit the thing and the mute again. Great. We should just leave it in there, you know? Do you want me to take it cold from the top again?
What?
The whole introduction to the episode.
Why?
Because I forgot to start the background thing for the television.
Oh, that's fine. Who cares? It's the last episode. It's not like I expected it to go perfect or for you to do the right things.
I really wanted to remember to hit play on that fucking video before it started, but if things go as planned, we might very well do an episode that's longer than this thing playing in the background, in which case it'll just go on to the next video, and then it'll be two universes colliding, one of us having a conversation several months ago, and we're having a conversation now in front of a screen playing us talking months ago. Boy. That sentence kind of died on the vine. You know, John, you could pour this drink for me. Thank you very much, by the way. And also converse. This is, after all, the last podcast. You'd think you'd have something to say.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Okay, cheers. Good. Tasty rotten apple juice. Very, very good. Great, if you will. Yeah, so, John, what do you want to talk about this week?
I don't know. Just talk about what we accomplished this last year and a half or so.
Okay.
So some of the stuff we talked about over the years, and
well, we finally got to the bottom about our friend Vern being shit on. That's actual, like the guy who life shits on the most that we know also literally got shit on by a woman he was sleeping with. That was, I mean,
and he got peed on too.
And he got peed on, and he peed on a person. In his face and chest.
Oh, yeah, we got some good stories out of him. He was probably one of our top guests.
Yeah. We had
some big guests.
Yeah, we had our cousin on. We had our little brother on in the first couple episodes. And who else did we have? I tried to get Gil back on, but
we had
it seemed
AJ,
we had
Tony.
AJ and Tony. We got a phoner from Jeff Tate who squeaked that in. I about said squawk that in, like a past tense version of squeak, to squawk.
We almost squawked that in.
Oh, and thanks for letting me live with you for the next week. That's pretty awesome, man. I really appreciate that. The saga of the 1982 Prowler by Coleman mobile campsite is now finito. It's righteous new owners for the low price of 125 buckaroonies.
Yeah, well,
pick it up tomorrow. So
it was kind of sad. Yesterday was Christmas.
Yeah.
And you pretty much spent the whole day in your camper by yourself.
Yeah, dude, yesterday was the most depressing day of all time.
Drinking and eating leftover hors d'oeuvres.
Dessert hors d'oeuvres. Okay, so they were these like crackers. I was supposed to bring these today, but I forgot to bring them. I'll get them tomorrow when I'm at work and bring them home. But they're like, okay, so it's a Ritz cracker with dates and pecans and this like kind of butterscotch mix you can buy, baked. So you bake that substance, a little dollop of that onto the cracker. Then you hit it with just a little spray of homemade icing, and it was really good. The icing our aunt makes is out of this world. Anyway, so I was eating some of those. So there's a new invention or recipe that she brought to, or that she had at Christmas Eve. And then I had some salami. You know how they sell salami at the gas station now? They got those like Lunchables for adults.
I haven't been inside a gas station in probably a decade.
You just pay at the pump.
Yeah, as soon as you could use your card.
As soon as you could use your card to buy gas.
Oh, actually, no. I have bought lottery tickets in gas stations.
There you go. Do you have a Powerball?
I only do it when it's like 400 million.
That's what it's at right now. It's at 410.
All right. Oh no, I've got an errand for tomorrow.
There you go. Yeah, you got to get it by tomorrow because they draw again tomorrow. They started doing it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this year. So the jackpots get big like that a lot faster, I think. Now that there's extra drawing a week, but
I just want to make. If I win the lottery, it just has to be enough money that I can shorten my life by like 10 to 15 years.
That's what you want to win the lottery for.
I'm gonna die young and leave a pretty corpse. You know what I mean?
Well, you'd have to go back in time to do that. Ayo, come on now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna come with
says my older brother.
I'm not your older brother.
According to most black people, you are.
You mean ones we know and worked with, not like you polled
if you ask
the entire African American community.
Any black person who's the
older,
older brother, they're gonna pick you.
Yeah, that could be very well true. At least so far in our polling on an interpersonal level, that has been the case.
Well, I think most black people like somebody that's well put together, you know.
Hey, you know what? Let's avoid conversations that involve you describing anything about most of any group of people, or least, or you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Let's not express anything that broadly brushstrokes a group of
experiences.
I understand that.
I bowl in.
Shut the fuck up about your fucking bowling league. Your black bowling league. Nobody gives a shit.
95%
old cracker ass wannabe fucking James Brown ass motherfucker.
It was a blast.
You ain't soul brother number one. Nobody's giving you any bonus points for having bowled in a rough part of town. Fuck off with that
I'm
shit
like
today,
Harvey
John.
Keitel from Blue Collar.
Look, if this is gonna be the last episode, I'm not letting you get away with shit. You're not gonna. You can't say.
So what?
The thing is,
I don't have these experiences.
Well, you were talking about earlier today how impressive Jim Norton is on roasts, because what can you say to insult the man who lets hookers pee on him and all that stuff, blah blah blah. Well, if you've got, you don't see the similarity between him and your brother. I have no shame. I tell you about all these terrible things that go on in my life because I know that you'll get a kick out of them, because you'll be able to do your favorite thing in the world, your favorite pastime, John, which is judge someone.
I still don't get why I can't talk about how I used to be in bowling leagues.
Oh, you can talk about it. I'm just saying. I'm shutting down.
Good friends.
Yeah, but you say it like it's something on a resume or some shit, dude. It's like it's on a resume. You know black people because you used to bowl with black people.
It's like a bibliography of your life experiences. Like I'm saying, this is my eyewitness account of this culture.
Oh, okay. Fine. Can we just not talk about other cultures? If we're going to talk about cultures, let's talk about our own culture.
Other cultures.
I know you do. I know you're not saying anything bad about this culture.
I don't like your culture.
Yeah, that's what it's really about.
You're the type of people I don't like to associate with. And
Fair
now
enough.
you're going to be living with me for the next week. According to you.
5 days.
According to
5
you.
days. 5 days. I planned it strategically to be less than a week, and I'm going to spend the night with Gil 2 nights. So really, it's like a day, really, because I work in there too. Bringing it all back to Seinfeld one more time. It's like a day, really. If you take out the sleep and the time I'm at work and the nights that I'm going to stay with our other brother, it's like 4.5 hours of me being in your house.
Yeah.
Most of which will be spent in the shower. You know what I'm saying? Taking some long ones this week.
I'm going to put a big stack of towels in there for you. Use 2 towels. One for your top half, one for your bottom half. And rotate the sides.
Yes, I'll be sure to use the
I've
had my ass, and then
a year
the
and a half
part.
to teach you how to be an adult so you can move to Texas and live on your own.
Yeah.
In a van.
Which I'm looking forward to that, Like, I'm chomping at the bit to get on the road. But, I just got a little bit of business to wrap up here in Indiana. A little bit of that cashola to make, in a last-ditch effort. It's actually pretty cool. I got set up pretty well to make a little money in the gambling industry down in Texas if I want to. So, that might be... I have a part-time job, if you will, lined up for myself to make a little extra scratch when I first get there.
Nice.
Yeah, it's completely illegal, so I'm not going to be able to speak about it on the podcast. But
we'll have to edit that out because we don't do anything illegal on the podcast.
I'm not going to commit any crimes I'm not going to tell you what crime I'm committing, but I'm just saying I'm set for a little while. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Working in the gambling industry teaches you all these different ways to make money without working all that hard. It's changed so much from when, our cousin, he worked his ass off. Aunt and uncle, they worked their ass off. Me, I just made a lot of money and drove around. It was pretty great. Shout out to my cousin Chad for the best job outside of comedy I ever had in my life. It was fucking great, and I know he watches. So
there you go.
Yeah, I'm ready to hit the road and get down there and take what I learned in business.
The one good job
from this dude, and recapitalize, so to speak. It's crazy. That's the thing. If you really like to drive, there's always people who want a box of stuff, and they don't want that to go get that box of stuff themselves for whatever reason. So, hey, I'm a guy. Not only do I like to drive, I like to drive so much I moved into my vehicle. You know what I'm saying? I like to sleep in cars and shit. So, drive anywhere people need me to drive.
Yeah. So that's, I don't know, get a little recap of the whole second season.
Oh, man.
It's pretty much a lot of just the same of the last few sentences you just said. Just
trashing me, pretty much.
You being just really just stupid.
That was, as I was saying all those sentences, knowing that I'm not going to edit this, I was like, wow, what am I, a Mormon? Yeah. That was dumb.
We got
Exhibit B, this podcast, but whatever. Yeah. I'm not going back to the phones ever again. You know what I mean? Even though we could take a call. I got that dope ass phone over there. Did you see that phone I got?
You got a new phone?
I wouldn't call it a new phone. It's the kind like from the Andy Griffith Show, where you hold it and you hold the little piece up to your ear. The rotary phone.
Prop?
It's not a prop. It's a real phone.
You're trying to do like a Carrot Top type shit or Gallagher?
No, not at all.
You can be a prop comic now?
No, I collect telephones because I used to work on telephones.
Oh.
So I like different kinds of telephones. You know what you don't see very often anymore is that
people that collect telephones. You don't see them that much anymore. Because usually when you get a new phone, you throw the $1,500 phone that you just had before you bought this new $15,000 to $200,000 phone in the trash.
You're not supposed to throw phones in the garbage, man. Don't you care about the environment?
I don't.
Oh,
I don't have any kids.
Dude, God.
I don't care what. I'm gonna die before. Die before global warming does anything that bad. Like, it was like 60 degrees today. It's the day after Christmas.
We probably won't see New Orleans permanently drowned in our lifetime. We might see it, splash checked again. We might see it soaked a few more times, but like we'll probably die with there still being a New Orleans.
Global looking out for the environment. None of them are really doing what they're saying they're doing.
Oh no!
If you think you got a second trash bin for your recycling, you throw all that in there, it's just going to the same dump as your trash.
Yeah. Or to China for one of their landfills.
Well, they quit buying it from us.
Well, that's
they
how we
used to buy our trash.
That's how we found out that it was just going into landfills.
Because they don't give a fuck about the environment.
Exactly.
And they got way more people than us.
Well, I don't know about they. I don't know who they is. And
the Chinese.
China. You mean Chinese business and government interests?
I mean, the people who
inspire
our meal for this evening. Kelly's famous fried rice.
Okay.
Seinfeld 4.
As people know, we love China.
They quit buying our trash though,
and that's how we found out they were just throwing it in the fucking dump anyway. So now, what are we gonna not? We were operating under the assumption that it was not good to have our own trash in our own yard, so we should put it in our neighbor's yard, which is, I think, a horrible principle to operate under. But now, it's like, what are we gonna do with the trash? Are we gonna actually do something with this recycling, or are we gonna continue to just throw it all away? Oh, well, I'm not saying you. I'm saying the places that enforce recycling that then used to just sell it away, where it would end up getting thrown away because it was unusable. There's some kind of scam there,
Cheers, man.
It's not a...
Last episode, baby boy.
Last episode.
Thank God.
It's not unheard of to make money.
Too bad.
Too bad. It's not unheard of to make money in the garbage industry.
Yeah, that's Tony Soprano. That's what he did.
Exactly.
He just worked with garbage and shit.
You always can tell people...
Waste management was what he said, wasn't it? Or something like that.
Look, he was just a poor little boy who grew up to be a big, scary man who loved ducks. Okay?
He's dude, that dude's a big-ass, intimidating dude.
Yeah. How tall do you think he was? Like
probably
6'3"?
Like 6'3", something like that. Yeah.
It's just too big.
But fucking just broad as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Big as a bear, like you.
Yeah, I've been trying to get in shape
but
again.
like
I've been
way
doing
more intimidating than you, because you just look doughy, like.
Yeah.
And like you look like. Okay, if he takes 5 or 6 steps, he's gonna be breathing heavy. Like.
Well, now that I got these new exercise sweatpants, I've been doing some calisthenics and stuff. So at least my legs are getting.
So
back
you
some
definitely
stamina.
need a shower.
No, I've been showering out of gills.
Some exercise.
Yeah, dude. No, I went and I wrestled our cousin drunk on Christmas Eve. Actually, 2 of our cousins are one with the cerebral palsy and the big giant one too.
The big giant one.
Yeah, Peyton, John's younger brother.
You wrestled Peyton,
dude. Peyton.
Why were you guys wrestling for?
Well, you drink. Peyton drank about 12 White Claws. So he was turned all the way up. And then I was drinking Irish whiskey until I switched to bourbon. And then there were words exchanged about who could pin who could make who tap. And I'll tell you right now, me and our cousin with CP, Jonathan, who the viewers will remember, we stalemated. It was not, nobody won. I almost won, but we were too close to a table and had to move. And then, I was gassed completely out of. But the wrestling match with Peyton was ridiculous. Like, it was over in 12, 13 seconds.
He's got a different daddy.
Dude, he just flipped me over onto my stomach, sat on my ass, and then grabbed my arm.
Think about how big,
pulled it the wrong way, and I was just like,
think about how
tap.
big Tony is. That's his genes with Becky's genes, and she's fucking strong as fuck.
Yeah.
Peyton's gonna, you don't.
Dude, Peyton destroyed me.
Yeah,
it was
you
ridiculous. He treated me like a rag doll.
And
I'm a pretty big rag doll.
That's the only exercise you've had in probably the last decade.
6 months, easy last.
Well,
6 months.
you did do a couple little exercises with your one buddy.
Yeah, I got into the ab thing.
3 days.
I got into the 20-minute
You had
ab
like
videos.
3 days of exercise in the last 10 years.
I had, I was doing the 20-minute ab workouts for, about 3 days. And then I was like, I can't do this. And also, who wants to do it? Like, you'd have
rowing.
that.
I told you should do a rowing machine.
Yeah,
you can just
low impact.
Watch TV and keep doing that shit. And you just do it watch a fucking 2-hour movie. You're doing exercise for 2 hours. Low impact, not hurting you, not busting your joints up, because you ain't the type that could be out on the street jogging on the fucking concrete.
Well, maybe
because you're gonna bust up your fucking.
Yeah, but maybe
you're gonna bust
park
up your knees and your hips
and run on the grass.
You can't run, motherfucker. You need
I've gotten too fat to be able to run.
Not yet. You can't run yet. You gotta get on a bike or some kind of.
You gotta crawl before you can walk.
Some kind of machine.
You gotta row before you can run.
Yeah, because them joints ain't gonna hold up, motherfucker. You're gonna have.
I thought that you'd have a good enough time making fun of how I stalemated with our cousin.
I doubt that too. I'll ask him.
Oh, you think he beat me and I'm lying?
He might have a different story.
You think?
Because I saw him win.
I'll call him right now. What the fuck? I'll get it on record. I give a fuck. Why would I make that?
You don't gotta do all that. If you want
I don't see any reason not to.
Stalemate.
Yeah.
But you got him. He is pretty big for him too. Like, he's thick.
Yeah. He's a formidable opponent, and he used to wrestle. I don't know anything about wrestling.
You don't know anything about anything.
I know things about stuff.
You
I don't know stuff about
things
everything.
About stuff.
Everybody's ignorant, just different topics. You know,
You're definitely ignorant about wrestling. I never wrestled, but I would wrestle the shit out of you. I would fucking murder you.
Oh, whatever, dude. If anything, well, he's not gonna answer. If anything, wrestling, those two taught me that I'm actually a pretty formidable opponent. You know.
Yeah, you're fucking huge.
I thought that it was gonna go differently. You know,
you're like Hulk Hogan
but
when he
I
had
didn't
to
know.
go against Earthquake. Earthquake was just a giant sumo wrestler guy, and he was a formidable opponent for
I am not
a
saying
big baby face like Hulk Hogan.
I'm not saying Peyton is anywhere near like a sumo wrestler, but he's a brick shithouse. Is what he is. He's like a lineman.
It's
professional
really
lineman.
Like two earthquakes going against each other because he's bigger than. He's big. He's big as fuck. That's what I'm saying, dude. Tony,
just fucking grabbed my arm.
His dad,
he had me on my gut, grabbed my arm, and I was just like,
their dad is a big fucking dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember when I was little, he used to throw me up into the air.
I mean, I remember when Peyton was a little baby.
It's too high.
A little fucking baby, dude.
Yeah.
When you were a little baby.
No, I'm a few years older than him. I remember when he came along. Regardless.
I don't care to know either of your ages.
Oh.
By
my age.
But I'm just saying... I was old when he was born, just like I was with you, but I'm saying his dad is a fucking big dude. Becky is a strong woman.
Yeah.
Like she was a weightlifter and shit.
Yeah.
So he's a big dude, so I'm sure he would easily whoop your ass with no problem. Like I wouldn't. I didn't doubt that. Like, did you think I would be surprised by this? Or?
Oh, no, I just thought, yeah.
I really don't think that you did anything.
But hey, like,
even good to Jonathan.
When you go all feats of strength,
Jonathan would have whooped
on the holidays, it'll show you just how out of shape you are.
Jonathan probably had quite a bit of whiskey.
Yeah.
Before this happened. So
yeah.
Maybe you could have.
I can't. The fact that I lost.
You could have not gotten demolished, but probably. I don't know about a stalemate.
Stalemate, bro.
I can't give you any credit in this category.
I think he probably would have kept going, but I was like, I'm done with this.
Because you don't even watch like UFC and stuff. Like I watch that, so I know how to do moves and stuff.
I watch the fights, but I watch them more like
I'm pretty
to see if I win
skilled
some
at
money.
fighting. I've never been in a real fist fight in my whole life. Just maybe wrestling matches.
Really?
Like tussling. I've never been where we was punching with someone. But
oh, really? Have you ever been hit in the face?
Only in jail. By sucker punch because I was just shouting and pounding on the glass in the drunk tank, and a dude punched me from behind because he was trying to sleep on the fucking ceramic floor in the drunk tank next to where everybody pissed and shit.
Why were you pounding on the glass and yelling?
Because I was pissed off they arrested me for no reason.
Oh, damn. So you decided, what did they arrest you for?
I think I was passed out in some woman's garage on a couch. It was across the street from my new house in Bloomington. But
you just went back to the wrong house?
Yeah, because I knew I had just moved there. Wasn't aware of my surroundings properly.
So they arrested you for burglary, because the definition of burglary is when you break into someone's house and commit a crime, which being drunk in public, well, I guess that would be drunk in private. So maybe the fact that
it wasn't burglary or anything like that. It was like unlawful entry, or it was like a weirdly worded something. But I had a felony, and then when I went to court, it got dropped down to misdemeanor and was what do you call it?
Drop down to a misdemeanor, and then what?
It was where when it's not even a charge.
Oh, they divert it.
Diversion.
Yeah.
Diversion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I was on 2 diversions in Monroe County at the same time, bro. Because I was on a diversion, then I got a ticket on Little 5 weekend when I was already on a diversion down there. And for Little 5, if you don't have fucking hard drugs on you, if it's alcohol, they don't, because it's a fucking line around the fucking county building. It's a line at that weekend. It's that Sunday. Like, dude, you walk up and down the
They
line.
give you a ticket, then you got to go to this line.
Dude, I walked down the line in this line around the city county building Sunday morning after a Little 5 weekend, and I'm like, every fucking 20 people, I'm like, oh, what's up, bro? They got you too. Fucking slapping 5 with these dudes. Fucking all my fucking older friends down there, like that I was partying with that weekend. Everybody gets popped, and but that's what I mean.
Why do they even write the tickets if you?
That's what I'm saying though. If it's not like drunk driving, or if it's every public intox, every minor consumption, everything that's a misdemeanor, they're like diversion. I went in, I was like, well, I'm already on diversion. And they're like, well, I guess it's your lucky day. So you get 2 diversions. It's your lucky day. Oh, yeah, it's super lucky to have. I'm on 3 kinds of probation right now because I'm already on probation in fucking Hamilton County.
Oh, my God. And this is back in the day when they barely even had, like,
I never got drug tested once.
They didn't.
By any county.
Oh, really?
All the probation I was on, I've been arrested so many damn times.
Well, so you were on probation and 2 diversions when you
at one time.
Yeah, but when you fell asleep in the lady's garage, was that still going on?
That's the second diversion. I got diversion for that.
And Little 5 and in Hamilton County. Okay. So that's the 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought there might have been a 4th one in there somehow. Maybe I just misunderstood your story.
Yeah, I never was on
2 diversions and a probo.
For everything I got arrested in Marion County, I never was on paper for any of it.
Oh, really?
Huh.
Just got dropped?
Either got dropped or
Cop didn't show up for court.
Cop didn't show up for court for one that got dropped. Then the other one, I had a real slick fucking Italian fucking lawyer, Gary Calisano. Dude.
Shout out to Gary
fucking
Calisano.
Shout out to Gary Calisano. This dude was fucking slicker than fucking Sean Penn and fucking Carlito's way. He didn't have no Jufro because he was a real Italian motherfucker. He was slick as a motherfucker.
So, how did he get you off?
Dude, we just... so I had this judge, and this fucking bitch judge, this fucking dyke looking woman really had a stick up her ass.
Yeah.
And she...
Karen, a hard-ass Karen.
Yeah,
you could have said Karen instead of dyke bitch. But, whatever. Stay in the 90s, John.
You're the one that...
You love it back there.
You're the one that needs to grow. Not physically, but...
Yeah, I need to shrink.
I'm past my peak, and
to grow.
I don't have anywhere to go, man. I'm in my spot.
Yeah, you're middle-aged.
But, so this
you don't have
bitch,
a podcast?
She had a hard-on for me because I already had a case. She tried to bring up the case that had been thrown out. In
really?
Which he said he knew this woman. So, but then he's like, well, okay, she's fucking tried to be a hard-on about the case. He's like, all right, cool. Well, let's postpone it. Postpones it. She goes on vacation. He gets the shit put in with a judge, an old white man judge.
Oh, he got it switched to a different judge?
That I maybe played golf with, or maybe played poker with, or they were...
Exchanged gifts.
Because he thought he was friends with the...
Your Honor, I got this new set of golf clubs.
The dumb white female judge that didn't know about the justice system.
DWF, bro. Never forget.
He thought he was friends with her, but he was better friends with this nice, older, white man.
They use their combined their penis-loving privilege.
Pay $350 in fines.
Ooh.
And
good day.
You don't have to be on probation or anything.
What was the
See ya.
What was the crime there?
I parked my car at a stop sign and took the keys out, so it was not driving.
It was so you did the right thing. You were driving. You go, hey, I've drank too much. I can't drive.
I'm part Asian. I'm not very good at driving.
Okay, that stricken from the record. Anyway, so you are like, hey, wow, I didn't know I was this buzzed when I left the party. I'm way too buzzed to drive.
I don't even know if that's the right time.
I'm gonna pull over.
That might not be the right story.
But in this story, you pull over and you're like, okay, turn it off, throw the keys over on the floorboard, or whatever. Did you just put them in your pocket? What'd you do with them? Put them in a glove box?
I don't know. I don't remember. Duh.
Well, anyway, so
that's that kind of story. It's a bad story.
It's a bad story.
I probably shouldn't have told that story.
It's the responsible thing to do. That's what I'm saying. People make a mistake. Sometimes people get a little inebriated and they take off driving down the road.
Edit that story out of this.
No, we're not editing shit. We're leaving in how I fucked up the thing at the beginning, and we're leaving in how you are a convicted criminal that had to pay $350 to have it all over with. It's okay. Everybody does things.
I never got drug tested once.
You're middle-aged, bro. That shit's probably off your record by now, dude. That shit was all before you were 22.
From 18 to 21, I got arrested or got ticketed probably like 9 times.
Damn. But that was all about this, man. That wasn't about you being a criminal.
But most of it was like bullshit, like
drinking underage.
0.02.
But you're underage.
Because I had a sip of a fucking beer or something and they fucking... But some of them really was being pretty bad. I kind of did do... was kind of bad sometimes.
I like the one where you I don't know if you told
Well,
the
let's
story.
stop talking about that. Let's talk about how dirty and stinky you are. Or something.
Oh God.
Well, what?
This
No,
is
do you
fresh,
have
though.
a good idea? What?
Yeah, well, did you ever tell the story about when you threw all the drugs in the ditch and you went back later and got the drugs?
Hell yeah, that's a good story.
I don't know if you ever told it on the podcast.
That's a good story.
Yeah, tell that story, John.
Okay. So went to a concert and it was called, I don't know if it was still Deer Creek. I would think it was when it was Verizon Wireless.
Yeah, but the concert venue just north
But
of
it
Indianapolis
was
here.
Phil Lesh and friends. So like Grateful Dead crowd.
Okay.
Tons of drugs. So I do fucking acid. And
Just kind of get things started for the concert.
yeah, I do acid at the concert, and I drove with my buddy, and I was going down I was right before I moved to Bloomington to go to IU. So I go to the concert, do acid. I drove. I got my buddy. Then my buddy that already lived in Bloomington was down up there. He was there. So he's going to drive my car because I'm fucked up on acid.
Yeah.
After the concert. And so he's driving my car to his parents' house on 96th Street, and then we're going to Bloomington.
Okay.
So he's speeding in my car down 96th Street and gets pulled over by Fisher Police. I got more acid and weed in like a bowl pouch. Like a little pouch for a glass bowl.
Yeah.
You can still fit weed and shit in it too.
Yeah. Little cushion pouches so that they don't break. You don't break your pipe.
We had beers in the car. I'm with my buddy and his older brother. Or no, I'm with my buddy's older brother, who's my friend, and then another one of my friends. I'm not going to say names or whatever. But.
Yeah.
And then the dude that's driving, and he's totally sober, but he's speeding, so he gets pulled over. So then they breathalyze me, and I got like a .02 because I just took a swig off a beer. Like, I wasn't drinking the whole night. I just took a swig off a beer in the car, like 2 minutes before we got pulled over.
Oh, okay.
So
yeah, so you get screwed there.
So, but I had the shit, all my drugs in my shorts. And when he searched me, he didn't find any of it. So when I'm sitting down on a curb, I grab them out of my shorts, throw them down in the ditch. Because it's right down the street from my buddy's house. Yeah. So I get a ticket, whatever, fuck you.
Yeah. Ticket on some bullshit.
Yeah, and then for a .02.
Yeah, but you were 18 years old. This is right before you're moving off to college, so.
And I was already on diversion in Delaware County, and I got 2 diversions there too.
This is the one that was still overlapping.
No, I got real probation there, but I never got drug tested. But so I ditched my acid, all the rest of my acid and my weed, bomb ass fucking weed. Some of the best weed you could have, like from a Grateful Dead concert, basically.
Okay.
But,
so this is deadhead weed. This is the good shit, the Cincy.
We went back with a fucking flashlight and got that shit, motherfucker. And we smoked it on the way down to Bloomington with the dumbass that got fucking pulled over driving.
Again.
Anyway, again. He didn't get pulled over that time. Hell no, nothing happened to him.
They just picked on you. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, this guy, he looks like
Stupid
he's
ass.
had a drink or two. Damn. That's brutal.
I'll tell you some more details about it too.
Jonathan called me back just a second ago. You want to see if I actually got actually stalemated? This is like this is the most anticlimactic thing to call someone about. Like, we just want to get the real story on that tie. Hey, John, can you hear me?
Are you alive?
Yeah, I'm alive, bro.
Your ass is breathing a little heavy.
Dude,
As usual.
that's actually what I was calling about. The exhaustion that followed wrestling with you and your brother.
Oh, dude, I was dead ass too. Like, I got a big ass bruise on my bicep. like I feel like I got beat up.
Well, you went toe to toe with your brother before you and I wrestled, right?
Yeah, and Uncle Chad.
Well, I told John that your younger brother just pretty much manhandled me like a small dog.
He's a nasty dude.
But he wanted to get the real skinny on you and me wrestling.
Yeah.
You are on the podcast. I'm just letting you know. Welcome back, our cousin Jonathan, to the show. But we wanted to get the real scoop on. You know, I'm just saying. I said that it was a stalemate that we tied.
It was a draw. Yeah, it was definitely a draw. Were I not old and out of shape, it wouldn't have been a draw because I had you in positions that I could have finished. No pun intended.
You don't think that inebriation played any factor in your loss?
I think it was more the
He
inability
probably
to
was flipping all
my
those
breath.
steaks too, so his arms were tired from all
it
those
might have been a
porterhouse.
little gout and a little bit of cardio. I think the cardio played more into it than the liquor because I drink all the time, so the liquor doesn't really bother me. But there were a couple times where I was like, "Oh, I fucking got this! Like, hang on, I'm gonna do this over/under move, and then I'm gonna slide," and I just couldn't slide.
Yeah, man. I was unaware of any of his techniques.
I was gassed.
I was completely unaware that you were trying it all because I just was like, I could barely tell where you were once you got behind me, and I just didn't really know what to do other than try and not let that not be in that position anymore. And I kept doing that.
I was in trouble when I couldn't lock my hands around your waist.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, this is a big son of a bitch.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for explaining
That's
that.
why I said he's super, super fat.
Like,
Uh,
well, but people have seen me that I'm fat, but now they've seen Jonathan and they'll be able to know how big his arms were. And now they kind of know my waistline, so you kind of put me on blast, all fat shaming like.
Well, like, I was about to cheat because I was like, if I can get my arms around him, I'm locking hands. And it ain't coming out.
You can't do
It's
it.
like,
It's
technically,
just
you're not
impossible.
supposed to lock
Like,
hands from
you'd
the
have
top.
to have like John Jones type reach
Yeah.
to get your arms around Keith. Anybody.
But,
Like,
I was like, dude, if I can get back here and lock him up, like, he ain't going nowhere because he's not breaking my grip.
he's like a blonde Andre the Giant.
Yeah, I could have locked hands with your fucking belt loops, but that was about as close as I was gonna get to my own hands. And then I thought you were having heart palpitations when we were done. 'Cause
Dude, I
took you a while
sweat
to
through my
settle.
shirt. I sweat through my shirt. I went to the bathroom. I splashed water in my face. I
And shit
stood
blood.
there just breathing air, and I could not catch my breath, and I sweat all the way up until I went to sleep.
Nice.
Straight up. And then I did not get out of bed all day yesterday.
I mean, if you want the video, I don't have a video of us, but I have a video of my brother whipping my ass. When he decided all of a sudden we were doing MMA and not just wrestling, and I was getting choked out.
Fucking
And,
leg kicks and shit.
Yeah, dude, like he put in a straight rear naked. And I'm like, what are you doing? And Mom's like, tap out. And I'm like, fuck you. Like,
Yeah, dude, he was choking him straight up.
like,
I
yeah.
saw that. I didn't know there was a video. Somebody was filming that.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
believe it or not,
it's on
I'd rather
video.
that not get passed around.
I'll send it to you because it's funnier than hell.
All right.
Because I was like, I was drunk enough where I couldn't even really get in a good wrestling stance. I made a comment about my brother's eating arm and some other things. And,
Yeah, dude.
like, my stance was all fuckered, and Uncle Chad told me to just shoot him because that would have been good for Christmas. And he was like,
Reach
"Take
for
a
your
shot."
ankle.
Yeah. He's like, take a shot. And like, I don't shoot. I let you get my back, and then I see what happens. I try to roll. And like, I had him for like maybe a quarter second. Like,
Oh, you mean
stepped-
shoot after his feet, not like shoot him with a fucking pistol?
I mean, yeah, both. But, like,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
shoot him with
Shoot
a
either
gun.
way.
Yeah,
Oh.
shoot him with a
but
gun.
like,
Okay.
Peyton stepped to the left. I tried to roll him. He's fucking huge. He didn't want to go.
Yeah, there's no
And then I
rolling.
knew I was in trouble.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm in a straight rear naked. And when I'm not fighting hands. Like, I thought we were wrestling. So I was trying to, like, build a base and shit that they teach you in, like, 3rd grade. Not, like, make sure this dude doesn't choke the life out of you kind of shit.
Dude,
And,
he went straight like illegal cop move on me. Like
Yeah,
that break
like-
your arm move. He just pulled my arm in an
George Floyd
unnatural
up in this
direction
Yeah.
while he had me in full mount from the back.
No, so he puts me in a rear naked choke, unadulterated, like
Not
straight up
very
fucking MMA shit.
honorable.
And my mom's like, tap out. I'm like, fuck you. And my mom's like, Peyton, let go. His face is turning red. And Peyton goes, he ain't tapped though, so we're still going. And I looked at him and I'm like, I'm going to sleep in the living room, like one way or another. Like, I'm not tapping, bitch. Like, this is we're just gonna fight it out. What he did to you was he put the legs in from top position and then ran a power half. But you don't move like normal people because there's a whole lot of belly in the way. So, like, you should have just flopped over like a beluga whale. But instead, you stayed upright and he torqued the shit out of your upper half.
That's the name of the episode, Beluga Whale.
Yeah. So
Like-
thank you, John. We've been it's been great having you back on the show. I appreciate your adept and apt
like
wrestling
my
and
answers?
wrestling analysis.
Yeah.
And
Thank
I'm
you, Pat
really glad.
Miletich.
I'm glad to know that you can use such colorful language to describe your family.
Beluga Whale.
Yeah, bro, that was rough, bro. Like,
I
John
love
hasn't said anything that mean this whole episode.
Well, that's why I'm here. You kind of ambushed me with this whole fucking podcast thing, so you get what you get.
Yeah, I called you and you didn't answer, and I was like, oh, that's a bummer. But when I saw that you called back and then I had noticed it so quickly afterwards, I was like, oh, I'll try and get him back on.
It's just disappointing you didn't say, like, any better words.
Is there anything more descriptive than beluga whale? Like,
Yeah, man,
What do you
appreciate
want?
it.
I'm not a wordsmith.
Hey, beluga's like the best kind of caviar, dude.
yeah.
And it's also
I mean, you held your own for a second though. Like, for a dude that's never wrestled, like,
well,
I knew you were in trouble.
well, yeah.
You did okay.
Yeah,
mean,
I can
shit.
kind of push back a little bit because I'm big.
No, you're just really big.
You know,
you're
I
just
can
really
use-
big and
I can use
big.
that to my advantage. But also, an interesting thing about beluga.
The size of you, the bigness,
Beluga
how big you are really helps
I think we
you.
have a common theme right now.
Yeah,
Just that Keith is fucking huge.
but to maybe move a little bit on from that. I was gonna say, interesting fact about beluga. It's one of the few words that has a meaning, and is also an onomatopoeia.
Nice. There you go.
Beluga. You know what I'm
So-
saying? It's like a sound.
The one
And-
more funny wrestling story from that evening is that Uncle Chad whipped my ass. Like, Marine, strong as shit. Like, I made the right moves. I was coming out the back.
My
I had his
cousin
leg where I
Chad is
wanted
his
it.
Uncle Chad. We have a different Uncle Chad. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's for the listeners because we were talking about Chad
It's his
earlier.
grandpa.
Yeah, sorry, Chad the second.
Yeah, my boss
So,
Chad.
turns out he's like a fucking...
Wiry.
He's like retarded strong.
Very
Because
wiry.
I was coming out the back, and I grabbed his left arm, which is supposed to be his non-dominant arm, and it wouldn't move. I mean, I'm not like fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger or nothing, but like, I'm not
No,
weak
sorry.
either. And that
Solid
dude's arm
reference.
would not move.
Solid reference. You
I'm
know,
not
but-
the multi-time Mr. Olympia, Arnold
Right.
Schwarzenegger.
I mean,
I'm not
I'm still in good
the
shape for a
strongest
fat
man in the
38-year-old.
world.
But, I tried to chop him down. I tried to break the elbow and come out the back. It wasn't happening. The thing I did laugh about was he wanted none of my brother. Like, we talk a lot of shit about Uncle Chad being a Billy badass, but he wanted none of Peyton.
yeah.
So,
Nobody wanted any of Peyton. That
No,
was the
this
thing.
is the only thing. It's like,
But he
is
talks
this like,
shit until you really will.
No.
So you're like, fuck it, let's go.
Here's the only thing. It's just like, don't fight at Christmas with your family, retards.
it was all in good fun. We weren't fighting. We were wrestling.
Yeah, that's the
With
thing.
an R.
We were
Not even a
wrestling.
W.
Yeah,
We were wrestling.
you're not from West Virginia. You're from Indiana.
But we stopped shit.
And
'cause
you
I was
live
like,
in
hey,
the
we can't
city.
go that way. There's a table there. We can't go that way.
Yeah,
There's
there was
like,
some.
there's there were rules about how crazy we could get.
Yeah, we kept it civil. It was just kind of a feats of strength Festivus
Right,
kind
it was
of.
like Festivus with
It was about wrestling your father.
Okay, you're
Not
trying to
about,
model yourself after George Costanza.
I'm just saying, people on the East
biggest
Coast do it.
loser of all time.
Yeah, Biff Loman.
Larry David, if he was fat and Italian somehow.
Peyton kept yelling at me. He's like, drive your feet. And I'm like, my fucking shoes are coming off. So he came over and took my boots off. And then he's like, now drive your feet. And then for some reason, my mom kept sticking her fucking finger down the back of my pants. I don't know what the hell was going on. I mean, my
Yeah,
ass
you got
was
a
hanging
red
out
and
for
green
most of the wrestling.
reindeer sweater on,
Dude.
looking
It
like
was-
a complete tool, wrestling around with your Gigantor, Andre the Giant brother.
Well, I mean, the best part was like Grandma and Grandpa already had the thermostat at like 75.
Yeah.
So it was a solid.
Yeah,
like,
they keep it as
112
hot
in
as
there.
they kept their pool and their hot tub.
Right.
They keep the hits on 95.
It was a solid 112.
You wanna live
in there
in
with like 30
Arizona
people in there.
in
We
the
were rolling
summer?
around in the living room like idiots.
Yeah, everybody
And,
was gathered around like the bare knuckle boxing matches in Snatch, you know?
Right?
Yeah.
Waiting on fucking Dave Portnoy to retweet our shit. Like,
Run down the hill and try not to run into a tree. Why don't you? It's better than wrestling around with your relatives.
I mean, they took those
Heathens.
fucking flower beds out, so we can't hit those with our faces on sleds anymore. But that's
That's
a
a good
way
one.
old Christmas reference.
Nice
Nobody else is gonna understand.
We did
Yeah.
that before.
Yeah.
when
Fucking-
we were young.
yeah.
Yeah, we got the reference. It's okay.
30
hey,
years
some
ago.
things are just for us, you know? That's
Right,
okay.
Right.
Like this
then I-
podcast, which has been so remarkably self-indulgent and really fun. You know, I'm glad that we got a chance to do it. You know,
Yeah, me too. I
I'm
mean-
kind of bummed that it's over. This is the last episode of the show
Like, ever or like for now?
for now, for sure. Well,
Okay.
nothing's forever, you know, but we're
Right.
definitely on a formal hiatus. John keeps insisting on hitting the table with this fucking glass, and it's driving me nuts.
Well, I mean, the good news is, like, you know, if this is how you go out, you held your own against a cripple, and you got your ass kicked by my brother.
Yeah, I did.
Like,
Yeah, I got
you
my
didn't
ass
tell
kicked
me
by
he was
somebody
already-
who
he
should
was
play
already
professional football
diminished.
as a
Right.
lineman. Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, he'd be good. Does he just have shit knees or something? Why is he not he literally treated me like a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah,
Or-
that's a whole nother podcast, bro.
Yeah, I don't. Okay. Anyway, well, hey, thanks
Raggedy
for
Andy.
answering when I called you this time. I'm glad we could have
Yeah.
you on one last time, brother. I love you.
I love you too.
We'll-
Hey, Jay,
Yeah.
love you, brother.
Love you too, buddy.
We'll get a hold
Merry
of you soon,
Christmas.
man.
All right, y'all be good.
You too. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Never.
Well, that was cool. See, a little something, a little special, something for the end of the show. You know. What's wrong with you?
Are you dropping stuff, man?
No, I'm not dropping anything.
Do you want me to throw your gnome at you in the face and hit you in the face with it?
No. Why would I want you to do that?
that?
You're.
We need something good
I mean-
if you want to end the show.
I think you're kind of. That is not how I want to end the show, John.
We need something funny.
I think. Yeah, you were supposed to have a fucking song prepared.
Oh, I don't want to sing anymore.
Okay.
I'm not a good singer.
Well, I wouldn't say that. You just have a different set of notes. But I like it when you sing. I thought you were going to sing. You said that every episode until we ended that somebody was going to sing me a song. And since we didn't have any actual guests and our phone call guest was our awesome cousin who wasn't in on the fact that he would need to have a song because we just called him on
He
a
did
whim.
give you credit and said that you tied him.
Yeah, you heard exactly how he said that too.
But he was like, remember,
But I
I'm
also have,
kind of a crip.
yeah, I also have
Not from
a debilitating disease
not
that
from
makes
Crenshaw,
me
but
disabled. Like, so you beat up on a crippled guy.
I got
not beat up on,
I
but
definitely wear a
matched.
blue bandana.
matched line for line, so to speak.
Say 10 times 10 with the S on the end. I'm a shit pig. Machines with and got a Terminator gun. It's not that big. It's not that big.
Who's that?
I'm gonna sing that to Tom Segura if Jeff Tate lets me meet him,
Oh, that'd be cool.
because I'm a psycho fan. No, not really.
No.
I never would embarrass myself like that. You know better than that.
Oh man.
No. I didn't want to sing another song to you. I just only sang that one song just to make fun of Tony.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Shout out to
Because
Tony.
you could sing a song to me.
I didn't prepare one.
Well,
I don't know if that would be appropriate, really. Me to
that
sing to you.
phone call with Jonathan wasn't really that good to end the whole podcast on.
like,
Like,
it was good though. It was
should we
good.
do some like hardcore drugs or something, or
Oh man, we could do that.
something weird?
Yeah.
Something wild. Should we spray ourselves with a hose or
I don't like that idea. That sounds cold.
hit you with a stick? Should I beat you with a golf club?
I don't like any of these ideas so far.
Should I shoot you with a gun?
No, I don't like those ideas. Those ideas are all
What
bad.
is there any good ideas?
We could take rips
got-
out of the Richard Pryor pipe.
Should I throw
Here,
this
give me
at your
that.
face?
Give me that.
And hit you in the face with this?
No, we should not throw my gnome.
If you say so.
Dope gnome. You want to take some rips out of the Richard Pryor bong?
Yeah. Clear it out.
Dope.
Let's do that, and then we'll be like, hey, we're on drugs, man. Super cool, super fragilistic, calabulidocious. all that type of stuff. I like champagne, man.
Yeah, but you were drinking that VO before the champagne. That's why you're all fucking loaded.
I'm not loaded, bro. What are you trying to mansplain me? You hairy beast of a gay person's butthole.
It's just me and my pipe.
It's
Just me and my pipe. Oh, don't get too far
This
away
is the
from the pipe.
end of an era, dude. Like, I can't wait to burn all of these files and just get rid of all of this.
No, we're not deleting this shit.
Recorded evidence of me being a complete psycho.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. You have definitely, like, as far as crazy people with podcasts, you're in the top tier, I would say. You know, you've expressed yourself in a lot of varied ways. Shall we say? Varied. Anyway.
What are you trying to say? I'm gay or something? Fuck you. You're gay. You got a weird necklace and with an amulet and shit, and fucking some kind of calculator. Fucking watch like you're some kind of nerd or something. We know you aren't smart, motherfucker. Why you got a calculator watch?
It's not a calculator watch. It's a Timex. This is just a digital watch, dude.
You ain't smart, motherfucker.
This is the digital watch of the 90s, bro. You know, shout out to the 90s.
Oh,
I'm about
shout
to
out to Keith. What? Oh,
I'm about to go
watch?
get a
throw
new
that
watch
in the
band.
trash right away.
No, bro, I'm gonna go get
If you don't throw that away, you can't stay in my house.
whatever, dude.
You can stay out with the foxes in the gutter. Because our cat chases away foxes.
I really am. On Tuesday, when I go to this little town that I know the jeweler in, I'm having a new watch band put on my watch. This one's just, it cinches up. It's too small for my
such a waste of time.
wrist.
Just buy a decent watch.
No, this watch is nice. It works. It's digital.
No, it sucks.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with this watch. This is the watch. This is an Indiglo. Check it out. When it's dark,
like if you needed
it lights
something
up.
like if you were trying to throw something in a lake and you needed something to like weigh it down.
Yeah.
When you threw it in, that would be when you need that watch.
As extra weight to weigh down the
just to
thing.
tie it to whatever you wanted to throw on the lake. Yeah. Awesome, man. Great
podcast, dude. Yeah, man. I think it was a pretty great podcast. It was a pretty slow week for news, you know.
What are you excited about? Going down to Texas.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm going to keep uploading things to the channel. And
After you delete all this.
Some of it.
We just delete
some of when Raise It Pours will only be available on YouTube for free for a short period of time, and then it'll be on the Patreon where you can buy it with your subscription monthly, and you'll enjoy it that way. Or it just won't ever exist again.
That you wrote for me that I said
exactly. You never said it. It's okay. This was an exercise. We just wanted to see if people liked our show, and you know they told the proof is in the pudding. And the pudding is full of proof. It's 80 proof.
If anybody knows about pudding, it's you.
Yeah. Be done in... We were literally wrapping up right now. That's actually...
Say hi.
Yeah. Yeah, this would be a good time.
There.
Yeah. This would be a good time to end.
So, I guess...
Stay tuned. There'll be more things to come.
To sum up the 2 seasons of the show and everything we've done, if you learn anything, I'm somewhat antisocial And Keith is extremely anti-Semitic. We love you guys, and peace
Thanks
out.
for watching.
Sayonara.
We got lots more coming.
Right.
Your way.